Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am back with another video, and it's going to be about actually Pluto and Sun conjunction. And it's going to happen January 20th, and it's going to be the very last degrees and last minute in Capricorn. It's like a last kick of the government and the old structure, which is trying to hold back the power. So it's 59, it's 29 degrees, 59 minutes, all right? And this conjunction, it's a major transformation for all of us. And it's going to trine Neptune, actually sextile Neptune in Pisces. And it's also going to trine Uranus in Taurus as well. All right, and I'm going to see I'm gonna analyze everything for you guys. But first of all, I wanted to say, and I wanted to read you a quote, because Pluto, as you know, it's power. Pluto in Greek mythology is Hades. It's the gatekeeper of hell, underworld. And Pluto is revenge, obsession. Also rebirth as well, but you know, I had my favorite, very, very favorite series, which is it's called Revenge. And there is a fictional person whose name is Emily Thrawn, and revenged her father's death, right? Okay, but this story actually based on the Count of Monte Cristo, which is a very classic novel drama. And because I'm a drama therapist, actually, I had to read like 60 to 100 drama every single semester when I was in university. However, this is my favorite. And Pluto-Sun conjunction, it's remind me of this. All right, I'm starting with. As Hamlet said to Ophelia, God has given you one face and you make yourself another. The battle between these two halves of identity, who we are and who we pretend to be, is unwinnable. Just there are two sides of every story. There are two sides to every person. One that we reveal to the world, and another we keep hidden inside. A duality governed by the balance of light and darkness. Within each of us is the capacity for both good and evil. But those who are able to blur the moral dividing line hold the true power. So here is right behind me is Pluto, but because it's a dwarf planet, I made it really, really small and you cannot see that. And here is the sign. So they're going to conjunct. Conjunction in astrology, it's not necessarily always bad. It could go either way, right? So sweet aspect is trine and sextile. Trine is the most benefit. It is a Jupiterian energy, and the sextile is a Venusian nature. Conjunction could go either way. And then the square is a Martian energy, and the opposition is a Saturnian in nature. All right, so we're going to talk about Pluto, the Sun, and the Capricorn archetype. And then we're also going to talk about Neptune in Pisces, and also the moment the Pluto and Sun conjunct, the moon is in exalted position, late degree in Taurus. So it's also trine with the moon as well and Uranus as well, because Uranus is in 21 degree and this one gonna happen 29 degrees. So that 8 degree, it's still going to make a trine between them. All right, and then what I wanted to also say, you know, the moon is your feeling. So it's gonna trine with the exalted moon. So we're going to be very, the powerful transformation that's going to happen with us, it's going to make us feel like very emotional and really powerful and really obsessive as well. So there is gonna be some kind of obsessive feeling, especially because of the moon is exalted in Taurus. And there is another quote from the same series, which is like actually representing this trine with the moon. Justice like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some see an innocent victim, others will see evil incarnate, getting exactly what's deserved. All right. So the feeling over there with the exalted moon, doesn't matter what kind of situation coming right now, you will feel like powerful and overwhelmed by the verdict. All right. Okay. So let's go and let's see what's going to happen during this conjunction. And I'm going to go for each individual sign a little bit like usually. So we're going to talk about actually the Sun and Pluto and the archetype and a little bit of Capricorn as well. So, all right. So as I said, it's going to sextile Neptune in Pisces and also going to trine Uranus in Taurus and the moon in Taurus exalted. The Sun itself, it is your core identity. It is something to do with your ego, with your essence, the vitality and life force what you have. Sun is your creative purpose in Earth. Sun is your the way where you are heading. That is your not only identity, but that's the work what you need to do, the purpose that you need to fill out in this lifetime. All right. So yes, that's definitely, it's bringing warmth and it's very powerful, right? The sun is everything is around the sun, so it's self-centered. It's the ego. It is the self-confidence, representing self-confidence as well. Your individuality, like a person. Also, the energy expressing enthusiasm. Why? Because the sun is warm and the sun is a huge planet over there, and all other planet is, if it is heliocentric, it's around the sun, right? All right, so that is your conscious mind also. That is anything, that's why it's very important, because there is going to be some kind of conscious decisions with Pluto, which is transformative or revengeful, or however you want to call it, right? All right, and let's see Pluto and the Pluto archetype. As I said before, in Greek mythology, it's representing Hades, and that is the gatekeeper of hell, of the underworld. Well, you know, Pluto was not a good boy. It's a fallen angel. It's the devil. It's Lucifer itself. So, you know, Pluto actually symbolizing transformation, rebirth, it's renewal, it's death as well. And, you know, Pluto can rise from ashes just like Phoenix. So actually, Pluto is a profound change, and it is capable to rise like Phoenix from ashes, from nothing, over and over again. Pluto represents power and control and manipulation in our life. And, you know, Pluto is, because it rules the 8th house, anything with taboo, shared resources, sex, death, tax, your subconscious, that is your psychology, your very deep inner psychology, your hidden forces, what drives you, but it's more like obsession, and I want to manipulate and control and win no matter what, that kind of situation with Pluto over here. And Pluto has a very, very deep depth, because just remember, where is hell? What they say, there is hell. That is deep, deep inside in Earth. There is everything really fiery. The magma is over there, right? So everything is on fire, and that's where Pluto is. And Pluto representing volcanoes as well, and volcano eruptions with the fire, the lava as well, the ashes after that. So yes, that is a major transformation. However, Pluto is rebirth. from the ashes, there is always some kind of sprout coming on. And you know, ashes, the earth need ashes because that's filled with mineral, and that's the only way when we are not going to be depleted from minerals when we are eating, or the animals, or when we are processing, or vegetables. You know, we need the ashes over here. So we need to go transformation. Pluto is actually demolishing everything, but we need demolishers because otherwise we wouldn't be able to build something again. So that is the circle of life, and Pluto is the circle of life over here. All right. And what is Capricorn? We were talking about that in my previous videos, but you know, Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Capricorn actually is rules the 10th house, and anything to do with honor, reputation, you know, like reliability, that is ruled by Saturn, the Lord of karma, discipline, but Saturn also fears and death as well, and coldness, but you know, rules the mountains as well, the cold mountains, the cold weather, but honor and career. So Pluto and rules the government. So Pluto in Capricorn, it's anything to do with centralized power and with the government. And then the sun comes in because it's conjunct. The sun rules the 5th house. The sun actually rules anything to do with joy, with creativity, with creative and invaders, and anything to do with children, entertainment, lyrics, actors, you know, also manipulative businesses as well, speculative businesses. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm forgetting words over here. So those two, when they are conjuncting, there is some kind of power struggle because, you know, like, just imagine the two planets. First of all, Pluto is the dwarf planet. So, right, it's got degraded. And the sun, and its warmth, and it's representing joy and ego. And Pluto is coming from deep, and Pluto wants it to be, you know, like you have to peel your ego down, right? You have to peel that onion down because of there is some kind of major change from within, like the volcano eruption coming. We need to change, and there is an urge for the change, and doesn't matter if it's hatred, obsession, but Pluto is, or revenge, or any kind of darkness within. It's coming up, and actually, you know, it's want actually a little bit to dim the light. However, the sun is really powerful, and actually it's dimming Pluto. So eventually with this conjunction, I would feel like the sun is winning because the sun's light is more powerful. The warmth of the sun, the fire energy of the sun is more powerful. You know, like Pluto, but Pluto going to make that kind of transformation. It's not everything going to be about ego. Pluto wants you to have something purposeful. Pluto wants to make you to understand what is within, what is under the surface. All right. So yes, that's what it is. And you know, then it's coming in Saturn and Capricorn over here. Capricorn, anything to do with the government. Saturn is the government itself, the structure in our life. But at this moment, Saturn is in Pisces, early degrees. It's in 5 degrees Pisces. So what's going to happen over here? Saturn in Pisces, the government going to have some kind of more compassion over here. And this is a sextile between Mars and, I mean, between Pluto and Sun conjunction and Neptune in Pisces. But Saturn also is in Pisces, co-joining Neptune over there, traveling with Neptune together. So of course, we're going to check the influence over here. So there is going to be some kind of positive spiritual change. The transformation is coming, the power going to be given away. You know what I was thinking, because it is Pisces, it has to do something with the Pope or with the religion, and it could be any kind of religion. It doesn't have to be presbyters and Pope, and you know, any kind of religious leader could give away their power, and some new could come in who has more compassion over here. Pluto is death. the sun is a king or a leader. All right, so it could actually mean of a death of a leader. And I was talking about that in my previous video, right? Because there was also with the Leo full moon, there is an opportunity, one of the big leaders going to die who has Plutonian energy. So yes, obviously it could happen. And then also we have to talk about Neptune over here. Neptune is forgiveness, Neptune is Mother Teresa, Neptune is actually ruling the underprivileged, right? And also Neptune rules hospitals, mental health as well. So there is a change and the transformation on that field with mental health, with addiction. Maybe some kind of new rule is coming in with addiction, or you know, it could be something with, all right, we're going to let, for example, microdose mushrooms to become legal and helping the veterans who has you know, trauma and PTSD, and then they're going to get healed from that kind of depression. So it could mean that. And definitely it could become like some spiritual leader also dies, and then or giving away the power, right? And some new is coming in. And you know, Pluto actually rules Muslim nation. It does. So Pluto could be actually also some Muslim nation, individual, religious king, you know, like leader could die actually during this time. And then, okay, so moon, exalted moon in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign, and Taurus is an earth sign, right? And moon is by the time when sun and Pluto conjunct, then it's going to trine. So trine, as I said before, it is a Jupiterian in nature. It's a blessing. Something to do with Taurus, anything to the Gaia. It's like Mother Earth. But, you know, it's coexist and co-join with Uranus, and Uranus is chaos over there. And the moon is the fooling and or feeling. So actually moon and Uranus still conjunct. It's a white conjunction, but it's still conjunct. So you know, our feelings going to be interrupted. We will feel chaotic. We will feel like disturbed. We know we will need to change, and we know everything is changing around us, but there is going to be some kind of uncertainty, some kind of chaos in our head and within feelings, but later on it's going to get settled because the trine is a positive aspect. So whatever is happening over here, which is going through transformation, eventually it will become a blessing for us. So I like that. Yes. And then what else? Let me see my notes over here. Yeah. So, you know, like, for example, Taurus moon, it could be anything to do with, and Uranus over there in Taurus, it could be some kind of water-related issue coming up during this time. It could be anything with, for example, some countries going to lack of water, clean water, but with this trine, Pluto-Sun conjunction, there will be some kind of solution which is coming from powerful people, which is actually solving this situation, right? Or it could be something with energy, or the way we are actually technology, but in farming. So it's also going to bring in some kind of technological advancement in farming or weather-related issues. So as I said before, we will be capable to actually prevent tornadoes and everything like that, because we are capable to come up with a technology which is going against, or, you know, manipulating the tornado and leading it somewhere else, or stopping it, or, you know, as I said before in my previous video. So that's there. And, you know, Uranus is unfortunately, nuclear weapons as well, and drone technology. So I would think there is some kind of major change in military drones, and like those in drone technology as well, and in airplanes. So aviation going to get improved as well, because Capricorn and Sun and Pluto conjunction here, this is the last for another 200 something years, 300 something years. So this is going to be big. It's a big kick, the centralized power. They try to get the power back, but they're not capable. They know everything is falling apart. That's why the chaos coming in, and the feeling, the urge to change coming in over here. And don't forget, because of then it's gonna happen like then the next day or the same day, Pluto actually going to Aquarius, and then the Sun going to follow. So they're still going to conjunct for a while in Aquarius. So that is a power change in the people, because Aquarius rules the people, humans, and humanitarian project, and it is actually like communities. The people going to belong from communities and not from centralized power. So that's the most important here. Okay, all right. So let's see for Aries rising. So Aries rising, Pluto, Sun going to conjunct in your 10th house, right? So that is your career, anything to do with honor, with recognition, anything to do with TED Talk, with red carpet, with the way you are representing your company. You can be a CEO, right? And that is a professional change over here. You might going to become a politician running for office or getting power. You can become really, really powerful in your career. But it's going to trine with the moon in your second house. Second house, anything to do with your, but that's your emotional security, because we are talking about the moon. And you need to be secure emotionally. You are seeking for comfort and luxury over here, and for financial stability. And also the trine is going to support to making a change in earnings, and it's going to actually solidify your material resources. And the other thing what's going to happen, it's going to actually sextile Neptune in your 12th house. 12th house, anything to do with hidden matters. That is your subconscious, that is your intuition, that is your inner guide, that is your how do you call that? Your inner spirit. You are talking to your spirit guide, actually. And the sextile over here, there is like amazing transformative dreams. Actually, this could be really, really lucid dreaming period for you guys, and powerful or sexual dreams. Pluto is sex. So 12th house is your bedroom. So it could become really hot, and you can have a lot of sex dreams. All right, Taurus rising, Sun and Moon, it's going to happen in your 9th house. 9th house, anything to do with foreign matters, anything to do with long distance traveling, with older siblings, with publishing, YouTubing. It could be your visa, your passport, your immigration status. So there is a major change, and that is transformative change. So it's going to change your life forever, at least for another 20 years. You might going to move abroad, okay? Or it could be higher education. So you are finishing something, or you get actually into a university, and that's gonna change your life forever, okay? And then the moon is in your 1st house. Yes, because it's in Taurus. So it is in your 1st house. 1st house, anything to do with your self-identity. So it is emotional comfort for you, but emotional comfort coming to nurture yourself, to have some soft clothes, or, like some cozy things around you, and make sure you are nurtured, and you get massages, or you get beautiful and very warm pajamas, or those kind of situation. And then Neptune is in your 11th house, and 11th house, anything to do with your social circle, anything to do with the money, what you are earning from your career, bonuses, okay? So that's your community, that's your network. And Neptune over there, it's forgiveness, and that's a sextile over here. So you might going to get people in here who are capable to not only forgive yourself, but that's definitely there is an opportunity to open up your social circle, to have more in the people around you who want to support you, and they are spiritual people. They are forgiving and spiritual. You can open a business up, anything with Neptunian energy. It could be something with medical marijuana, mushroom, getting a job in hospice, or like a nurse, or hospitality businesses. All right, Gemini rising, sun and moon. It's going to happen in your 8th house. 8th house, anything to do with taboos, anything to do with shared resources, sex, death, tax, insurance, abortion, you know, psychology, deep psychology. That is your intuition, very deep psychological intuition. That is almost like, I smell blood. So that's not only intuition, but the 12th house talking about. It is some kind of inner urge. And, you know, it could be obsession and revenge as well, as I said it before. So that is very deep transformative experience over here, and it's related to shared resources or intimacy. So your mojo going to become really, really increased. And actually, it is going to trine with the moon in the 12th house. In the 12th house, there is a lot of lucid dreaming. There is also comfort. You want to stay in bed. As I said, 12th house is bedroom and sexuality as well. So you might want to stay in bed, or you might want to have more intimate time with your partner. And then the moon in the Neptune in the 10th house, anything to do with your career recognition. So there is some kind of spiritual recognition. Maybe you are a spiritual leader and you will get recognized over here. Okay, there is definitely some kind of creative inclination with your career coming in. So you might be a painter, you might be a script writer, a photographer. Neptune is actually rules photography. So it could be some kind of recognition and get an award for your work. All right, Cancer rising, sun and moon is going to happen in your 7th house. 7th house is your partnership, your alliances. That is also legal matters as well, your significant other, all right, and your business partner as well. So anything to do over here with your public dealings, it's also your clientele. So if you have a YouTube channel, or if you have some kind of business where you have a lot of clients, there is a lot of powerful client who could come in and support you. So that's definitely that. Or if you need some kind of alliances, there is powerful people, politicians might be supporting you, Cancers. And the moon is going to be actually in your 11th house. So that is a trine. The moon is exalting. So that is going to bring in comfort and luxury from your social circle. So you're going to have a luxury actually to meet people who could be very, very famous, for example, and they are willing to engage with you, and they are bringing you into the community, and you can become powerful as well. And Neptune going to be in your 9th house. So foreign travel could be, or, you know, you can go actually, because it's a sextile, you can actually go to a workshop, or what is that? Oh, when you are healing, you use ayahuasca. Oh my God, I forget things right now. I don't know why. All right, so yes, it could be a retreat to go to. All right, Kristi, come on. And then if you have a Leo rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen over here? It's going to happen in your 6th house. Ooh, this is a major transformation for you guys, with work, with tenancy, with pets, or actually it could be also with health. So there is a major transformation in health. You have enough. You know you need to change. You have to overcome revenge, any kind of obsession, any kind of self-sabotaging behavior. And when Sun and Pluto meets, you're going to own your power. You see, you are Phoenix. You're born again. you reborn, or Jesus Christ, you know, who reborn after the third day. So that's a resurrection for us. And especially for you in health-wise. And then, you know, your work environment is changing. You can become actually very powerful at work. And then it's going to actually trine your 10th house moon in exalted position. So there is definitely some kind of recognition from work. You're going to get honored, or you're going to get a bonus or promotion. That is good. Some kind of public role is coming into the picture. And then it's going to sextile Neptune. Neptune is in your 8th house. It has anything to do with prenup, with taxes, with wills, with insurances. Neptune over here actually could be something with insurances, and or it could be because of you are also getting an inheritance in. Virgo rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 5th house. 5th house is your intimate partner, your creative project, your romance, your children, anything to do with children related matters, anything to do with joy related matters, okay? Your creative project, your management, your agent, so you can get a powerful agent or manager. You are capable actually to create something. Maybe you write a lyrics which is going to be the best hit, or you're going to become a really famous and powerful actor, because, you know, 5th house is rules drama therapy, acting. So that's definitely there for you. And Sun, Pluto, powerful person. Then the moon in your 9th house. So that is a trine over here, anything to do with long distance traveling, getting actually a visa abroad, getting a role in a foreign country. If you are an actor or actresses over there, or if you are a singer, you might going to go for a tour. So that could be really, really delicious and comfortable for you. And then, or if you can actually go to travel with your children and have more fun with your children, or you know, it could also mean your children are going to actually go to university, and they're going to get into powerful universities. They're going to become powerful people. And then Neptune in your 7th house, anything to do with your partnership. So there could be some kind of amazing romantic wedding and destination wedding, or destination celebration of love, or just for joy with your partner and with your children. But that's far away islands, and it could be some kind of artistic invaders, as you know, like artistic subject as well related to this. So you are getting a business partner, you are getting, and it's not necessarily a business partner, but I said it could be someone who is a new agent. All right, Libra rising sun and moon, it's happening in your 4th house, home, real estate, roots, family, anything to do with endings and funeral as well. But the positive things over here, it's very transformative. So you, in your home life, you might going to actually find the root of your family, maybe a family tree, maybe you were adopted and right now you're finding your parents, right? Anything to find out with genetic diseases as well, because Pluto is genetics. And over here, which actually could be really powerful, because you can solve an issue, because it's sextile with Neptune in Pisces, which is holistic method, and it's trine with moon. So your emotions going to feel good. You're going to feel good about that, to rebound with your family, to find your family, to find security over here. Moon is comfort. Moon rules the 4th house, and you know, but it's trines and it's exalted in Taurus. So there is deeper bond, and there is some kind of shared resources. For example, that you are capable to get mortgage for your house if you want to buy a house, or if you want to transform your house. And Neptune, it is some kind of spiritual influence actually at your home, at your home situation, but also anything to do with your rental properties, or you might going to actually rent out your house for retreats, or you have a renter actually, and you're going to create an Airbnb, but it's going to have some kind of spiritual destination or spiritual purpose over there. All right, so Scorpio rising sun and moon, it is in your 3rd house of short distance traveling, commune, it is like your vehicle, it is anything to do with your neighborhood, that is your neighborhood community. nearby community that is communication, transformative communication, powerful. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're just going to be capable to talk. And there is also a change in your community, in your neighborhood. There could be some death in your neighborhood, or it could be like you were going to become powerful or revengeful for some reason, or own your power back. Maybe you've been just, tossed on the side all this time or overstepped, and right now you are not taking shit anymore. And you are just like, okay, I'm owning my power over here. And, the moon is in your 7th house. So let's see that's your partnership. That's your significant other. You work together with your significant other. Communication is flowing between you. There is a lot of emotion. That is a lot of loving, luxury, and comforting energy between you two. But also it's capable, you are finding a business partner from your community or from your neighborhood, or your sibling going to become your business partner. And then it's sextile with Neptune, and Neptune is in your 5th house of romance. So Neptune is very forgiving over here, very artsy. So you might going to actually become really artsy right now, or very, very romantic. It's very, very romantic energy with your significant other, with your it's a lot of romance, a lot of candlelights, joy, get together, traveling together, get away somewhere together, which is very joyful. All right, Sagittarius rising, sun and moon. This is going to happen in your 2nd house. 2nd house is a money power house. That is your earning, something to do with an earning. Maybe you're going to get a new job, which is you're going to become very powerful and a powerful earner the next 20 years over here. And there is definitely a profound change in your values and finances, and your values going to get deepened and very different, like very, I'm not necessarily saying material, but it could be, but deep, and you will see not only the spiritual side of everything, but also, okay, so for example, it is sextiling with Neptune in Pisces. That is your spiritual side over here, like forgiving everything and seeing everything from above, and but Pluto Sun wants to see the bad in people as well. So it's not only like you're not gonna be blinded anymore. And there is another song like if I forget his name, I can't believe that, but he's singing like, I'm blind to you fucking haters, I'm blind to you war instigators, war starters. So that is definitely like that kind of energy over here. Like, I'm not stupid, I look through a few kind of energy here. So the value is changing. And then the Neptune, it's in your 4th house for home and family life. So that is really good. Actually, you are getting money to either recreate your home, to redesign your home, or actually to buy a home. And that's because of Neptune is dream. That could be a dream home. It could be nearby water, so close to water. It could be really good, right? And the moon is in your 6th house with Uranus, right? 6th house is your health, but it's a trine. So you're going to be actually, it could be some kind of miraculous healing for your dog, for your small animal, or it could be something with like you are healing yourself. Capricorn rising, sun and moon, it's happening in your 1st house, anything to do with identity, with your vitality, your life force. It's a rebirth. It's like you will become powerful. And there is an obsession over here. There is an urge to change, and it's a must change situation. It's a life and death situation over here, which is very transformative, and your self-image is changing here. And so you're going to raise some eyebrow because of, you're going to become very powerful, and people not gonna know the person you become. And the moon in the 5th house, anything to do with joy and love over there. So you might going to get a new lover. You might going to just start to enjoy life. And you are Capricorn, you are very responsible. You're ruled by Saturn. You not necessarily know what is fun, but right now you just say, okay, it's enough. I want to enjoy life. I want to go for a vacation. I don't want to save money all the time. or work all the time, and this is the time for me to have some romance, some kind of creative project that I need to fulfill in my life. And then Neptune, anything to do with communication, it's changing. It's going to be beautifully polished. You might going to start a script writing, which is going to become your income later on. Okay, Aquarius rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 12th house. 12th house is your subconscious, that is the eternal womb, that is hidden matters, hidden enemies over there. So Pluto sun, it is like, it could be like a hidden enemy is rising, right? But also your power is rising as well. You're getting back your power. If you would like to get rid of an addiction, this is time for you to get rid of an addiction. And especially because it's trining with moon, and the moon actually, it's in your 4th house over there. So anything to do with your security, home and family. So there is a major transformation. You might going to actually secretly buy a home, and you're just gonna say to your family later on, or it could be like the plan is to moving, but you are not ready to tell your children yet, you know, like it could be some kind of secretive situation with this, but it's a positive changing because it's a trine, but you know, there is some kind of hidden aspect over here. Neptune in your 2nd house, Neptune in the 2nd house, actually it's spending money, you know, it's ruled by Pisces, it's Neptune is the ocean, it doesn't know how to save, actually. So be careful with spending money, because of, you know, actually it could be like you are capable to renovate your home, but you're spending too much and luxurious, because Neptune is glamour. So you might going to buy some luxurious art, and it is like, ooh, you know, I shouldn't have. But don't worry about that, because actually art could be preserve your money later on, then cash not gonna worth anything. So there is no regret over here. All right, so then it's more like spiritual concern for you, not material. Okay, let's see. Pisces rising sun and moon, the last, okay, Pluto sun conjunction in 11th house, that is money from your career. So you are going to get bonus, you know, you're gonna have a big payout date, something from stock market, you are winning something over here. And actually, because it's luck as well, you might going to win the lottery. So anything to do with your social circle. So someone might going to die, someone who can be an authority figure, because the sun also could represent authority figure, but because of it's in Capricorn, that's why I'm saying authority to you. Then it could be also some kind of aspiration coming from your social circle. Some powerful people want to support you. They want to invite you in some kind of political party, perhaps, or you know, like, make sure you are keeping your integrity, because there is going to be a lot of obligations for you, you know, to follow someone who is offering you actually bigger amount of salary, or you know, like power, and you might going to actually, you have to keep your integrity. Moon in the 3rd house, that anything to do with communication and connection with the neighborhood community, that is lovely, that is exalted over here. You might going to feel really good recently right now in your community, or you know, just doing some kind of charity in your community. It could be working as well. Or you might going to get a new car, or you move to a new neighborhood, because moon is a home, and 3rd house is neighborhood, change in your social status as well. So you might going to get support or money to move. And Neptune is in your 1st house. Neptune is illusion, delusion, but you get used to it. You are a dreamer, you are Piscean, you are the most spiritual sign whatsoever, with a lot of lucid dreaming over here. So you get that lunatic Neptunian energy over here. So actually you are capable right now to do some kind of artistic expression. So if you do photography, if you're writing your writing project, you're going to have a lot of muse and great ideas during this time. And actually not just during this time, because as I said, it's not only the day when it happens, it is setting off a time for 20 years at least. All right, guys, if you loved my video, please subscribe, like, comment below. A thank you takes me far away, and it helps me actually to to be here and bringing you information, and you know, share it with your friends and family so they can also benefit from my reading. I appreciate you being here. I see you soon. I'm coming up with the Chiron and North Node conjunction, and then the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. I also going to make video about Jupiter and Regal, the fixed star, and you know, like there is a lot of videos that is coming up right now. Thank you so much for listening, sharing, liking, subscribing. I see you soon. Bye for now.